Why won't he approach me? Hi there, I'm Chengi of Chengi's World. You are my world, and I am your dating and relationship expert, here to teach you ladies how to present as a high value, high status, high worth woman that men just cannot resist. Okie dokie. So today we're going to be talking about why he won't approach you. Ladies, I know how frustrating this can be. You are getting the signal that he fancies you. You can tell. You can feel it in the vibration. But the boy or the man is not making a move. He is not asking you out. Why is that? Number one, it may just be the fact that he is anxious. Men are very, very anxious when it comes to asking a woman out. He doesn't know if you are into him or not. So some men do struggle with anxiety. And the only thing that you can do is to be very clear about your signals. When you signal a man, you must be as obvious as you possibly can be. And when I say obvious, other than walking up to him and saying hello, that means looking at him, keeping eye contact and smiling. And if he is very, very, very anxious, then maybe when you're in a group setting, asking him questions and creating that environment where he realizes that you're a lovely girl that he can speak to, or at least he can piggyback off a conversation that he's a part of. Okay, so that lowers his anxiety. Another reason that a man might not be approaching you may be as simple as it's legal. Maybe at work you have a policy where you are not allowed to date colleagues at work. You need to check that. Maybe he knows that and you don't. But also in a working environment, maybe he is your boss, or maybe any move that he might make might be misunderstood as harassment. So he might be finding it very difficult to make that move. And especially in this day and age where there's so many laws against harassment and all the Me Too movements and everything going on, men are that bit more cautious about making that approach. So if you're in a working environment or a business environment where it might be inappropriate or misread as something other than or cost him his job, then he's gonna be a little bit anxious about approaching you. And so what you can do there is once again be very clear about your signals. But in this particular case, you might need to be the one to actually make the first move. And that might be as simple as letting him know that you like him and that you'd like to spend a little bit of time getting to know him and you're available if he's got time. So you can just keep it like a friendly invitation so that he is clear that you are genuinely and truly interested in him, and that the risk of him losing his job, might not be so high. So like Ruth, who went to Boaz and made it crystal clear, that's what you need to do. Is at this point, you have my permission to act in the masculine for a second, just for the purposes of letting him know that he is not taking a huge major risk and you're not going to go and report him and he'll lose his job. Number three, maybe he is unavailable. He might be in a relationship with somebody already. He might be just emotionally unavailable, or he might just be that guy who, he's unavailable. So check that he has a girlfriend. You might not be able to figure that out if you always meet him at the train station or the bus stop. Then it might be a little bit iffy to figure that out. But if he isn't making a move, it might be that he is in a relationship with somebody, and he might just be enjoying the visuals of you. He might just be enjoying what you represent, but he's being respectful of his relationship. So don't always assume that just because a guy's checking you out that he necessarily wants to move things forward. Again, you can always signal him. You can smile, give him eye contact, smile, and signal him just so that he knows you're interested, just in case it's an anxiety issue. But for this particular thing, always make sure you check for his ring. Some married men don't wear rings, so just assume that possibly he is unavailable. Okay, the next thing is that this is a bit sore, but it is quite possible that he may not be interested enough. Now, some men love the visuals. They love to look at a pretty girl. They love to enjoy you. They enjoy looking at you. They enjoy your energy. But that doesn't always translate to them wanting to actually do anything about it, because maybe there just isn't enough attraction and they're just having fun playing that game with you, especially if you are starting to feel them back a little bit and you're starting to feel like, maybe, then men being men can enjoy the flattery of being noticed and not necessarily make a move as a result of that. By and large, all in all, everything said, all a woman can really do is send out a signal, because sometimes our signals are not strong enough. We're not always 100% clear in our signaling. So we need to be a little bit braver, girls. Even though we're feminine, we still need to be braver in giving that man a signal. Especially if we're in a group setting, we can give him that eye contact, that smile. And if you are bold like me, you can always touch his hand or touch his shoulder or touch one part of him to create that, to break that separation barrier, to make you more human and more accessible. Okay, so those are the 4 reasons why he may not be making a move. And I hope I've given you some reasons why that is happening and some solutions to that problem. So if you want to know more about how to present as a high value, high status woman that men cannot resist, and you want to do that real work with me, guess what? I have designed a dating guide for you, a dating and relationship guide for you. And that is your 4 steps to ultimately meet and keep the man of your dreams interested in you. So if you want to learn what those 4 simple steps are, download the guide in the link description below. And I will see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Take care of you. Bye-bye now.